All right, I would like to call the Albany Conservation Commission monthly meeting of June 4th, 2024 to order at 6:33 p.m. We don't have any appointments today. Kevin and Jake are excused. So we'll move right into the new business of the approval for the meeting minutes for May 7th of 2024. I was not present, but I will put a motion to put them on the table.
Sure. I'll second.
Second, okay. Are there any discussion? You guys were here. Any?
Yeah. It looked good when I read it.
Oh, good, okay.
Thank you, Court.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah, favor.
Favor, okay.
Are we voting?
Yeah, we will. Okay. All those in favor then of approving the minutes for May 7th, 2024, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
None were opposed, so those minutes pass. I'll abstain. 'Cause
Okay.
I wasn't at that.
So it's going to be 3-0-1.
Yeah, yeah, because I wasn't there. So, okay, super. We received an email to have the bench out at the Albany Town Forest refurbished,
Yeah.
which was I noticed that it looked better than it did last year, but to have it completely redone is quite an honor.
Yeah.
I reached out and I have not heard from the family, but did they donate? I was thinking, did they donate the bench
Yeah.
to us?
Yes.
Yeah.
So it's our bench.
It's that family, you know.
Yes, yeah,
Right.
yep. So I'm like, this is super duper, but I don't know who has the key to the lock, the key to the lock. That's why I wanted to reach out to the family.
To get
You
it
guys,
for them to
yeah.
do what they need to do.
Yeah.
Yes, I do not.
So that it's now a keyed lock at the.
It's out
I'm
on
sorry?
the bench.
Combination.
Is that a
I
combination?
thought it was a combination.
It was a combination,
It
but
was it? Okay.
somebody shot it. It's completely trashed.
Oh,
You're gonna have, the only way it's going to open up is if there's a key lock on the other side, which might be. I don't.
No, because
There's only one lock. No, it's just a combination on it,
okay.
which I think we got from.
post gate.
Yeah. So we're going to have to cut if they want to drive in there. Is that what they want to do?
Well, I don't know, but isn't the bench locked too around the tree?
Oh, the bench is locked too.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would just.
Oh, so you're
I don't.
key for
We don't have a
Bench,
key.
yeah.
We didn't lock the bench, did we?
No, the family locked the
Right,
bench.
exactly.
You know,
So
we
we don't have that.
suggested they lock it, otherwise
Yeah.
it was going to wind up in the river.
All right.
You know.
Right.
All right.
So I would just, either they just have to take a hacksaw and cut the lock off,
All right.
or take a bolt cutter and cut the chain.
And then we'll replace it as
I
conservation.
mean, I can
commissioner.
cut. I have bolt cutters. So, yeah.
Well,
So
maybe we should.
I go
just-
in. I cut chains all the time. I'm
Should
just
we-
kidding.
Nice. Do you have bolt cutters though?
Yeah.
Because I could come grab them and cut it off. If you want me to grab a lock, should we just get a new combination lock for it?
Oh, for the gate.
I
Yeah.
mean,
Yeah.
Get rid of
having
the
a
bench.
trash lock's not going to help us either.
Right.
Yeah.
If we want to get in.
Yeah, I noticed it when we did that trail work the other day. I don't know if it was
Huh.
shot or it was like a giant hole right in the combination.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
Because at some point I want to get that bridge out of there, and I don't want to lug it.
Oh, right,
Oh,
yeah,
right.
Back
Yeah.
into.
yeah.
So I mean, I'm willing to go to the Lowe's and get a good quality combination lock.
Yeah, I think we got
Okay.
that from the selectman there, from
From Rick?
Rick. He had a bunch of them.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
there you go. Even
Yeah.
better.
Okay.
They were the adjustable ones too, where you could change the combination.
Yes, right.
That would be even better. If you get the lock, we can
Yeah,
get it off and swap it.
yeah.
Okay.
I don't have both.
You used to be able to drive back down to that beach. I'm guessing it's probably too brushed in too much now to drive down to that.
Well, it'd be pretty tough going down through that waterway there.
Yeah, I know it.
Yeah, that'd be
Yeah.
pretty rough.
Right. Yeah. Where we didn't cut the rest of that tree out.
Ah,
Right. It's washed out pretty badly.
Mm-hmm.
I would say it's probably worth having, if they want to do it, they should walk it out. Or take a wheelbarrow or something like that.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
Yeah, it is pretty washed out there.
yeah.
so I'm trying to remember, who forwarded that email from Nick about the bench?
Kevin.
Kevin did?
Yeah.
All right.
Someone had contacted Kevin about the family.
Oh, yeah, right, yeah.
Yeah.
It was, he must have talked to somebody
Kevin
at
talked to
Tuckman's.
Nick? Yeah.
Yeah, Nick, exactly, yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, I'll touch base with Kevin.
I think that'd be the
And
easiest
then-
way to get it out is, it can't be that heavy. It's a softwood bench.
It's a teak bench, isn't it?
It's, I think it's cedar, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, either they unlock the bench or they just lug their stuff in and do it right there in place. I mean, when they say they're refinishing, are they gonna strip?
Yeah, I don't know, I don't know, you could,
It
you
sounded
know,
like they wanted to take it. That was my impression.
Oh.
Yeah.
okay.
All right, I'll
Oh.
touch base with
power
Kevin.
wash it and clean it, and maybe it's,
Yeah.
yeah.
Ask them if they'd taken a look at the road going in, see if they'd even be able to drive in there before.
Yeah,
And, yeah, would be easier to lug it out.
yeah, when we worked on that trail, I think I drove, when we worked on the West End trail, I drove in there a couple of times.
Yeah.
But I took a running board off.
Yeah, it's more
just before you,
washed
just before you
down.
get to that, yeah, just before you get to the river, you go through that swale,
Yeah.
and it was really tight. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, I will talk to
Never
Kevin.
put a running
and
board
then-
on a truck.
and see-
But
Don't
either
know.
way, we should definitely replace the lock.
Yeah,
I mean, everyone, if you can get one, we'll,
Yep.
between Court and I, we'll chop it off and put the new one on.
So it's just the lock at the crossover trail?
Yes.
Yeah.
So the Forest Service lock.
yeah,
is
those are,
fine.
as far as we know, that's in good,
Okay.
must be
Yeah.
good, right.
And it was blown out when we did trail work?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's been like that for a year or more.
Really?
Yeah, yeah, somebody mentioned it before, I don't, last year, but I figured, well, we don't go in there, and
Right.
it's like, no hurry to change the lock, you can't open it, so.
All right, I'll
I do
contact.
wonder if they thought they could bust the lock by shooting it.
I don't know, it's
Camp or something.
either that or they used a cold chisel, I mean, it is beat to hell. And it's like, I don't know, still didn't open up.
Right, that's what I mean.
Did its job.
Yeah, right.
I don't want to make any suggestions, but you know, you could, the gate's only made out of wood.
All right, I will get a hold of Rick Highland and ask him if he has any more locks to donate.
Yeah.
And then I'll touch base with Kevin about getting together with Nick or touch a base with Nick so that
See if they can unlock the
like
bench
on the
itself.
bench, yeah. And I'll talk to Sandy on my way out the door. See if
Yeah, eventually.
yeah, it was the
where that
family's
lock-
daughter I had talked to a few years ago before.
Yeah, I said I can look it up, and
Yeah.
it goes way back, but it must be, you
Yeah.
know, 5 or 6, well, at least 5 or 6 years probably
Right,
since he
yeah.
put it in.
So we'll do that. Okay.
Bench.
All right, any other new business to bring forth? No? Okay. Old business, we talked about the timber management plan. I noticed that was mentioned in your minutes from last month with Tim Nolan.
Yeah, he's gonna work on getting something together and presenting it to us, but it's not together yet.
Ah, perfect, all right. I haven't talked to a farmer to see how their roadway is back there. Have any of you had any contact with them?
No,
No, we haven't,
I
no.
haven't
haven't heard
either.
that they haven't been able to get in.
Excuse me, it looks like they're working back
Right,
there. I
that's what
mean, the fields look
If
like
it was a
they're.
problem, probably. we
All right,
don't know.
I'll try and see if I can get in touch with Jake and Jason. See how the road is. All right.
I've seen the model airplane club down there a
Mhm.
few times too, so.
Oh, yeah,
You know,
at least
people are
that
getting
far.
in there, yeah.
Okay. All right, I haven't had a chance to take a walk down and the farm stand hasn't been open and I suppose I could call Jason. All right. Any other business that you'd like to bring to the table tonight?
I just mentioned again that we've had a flagged loop over on the, whatever.
Yeah,
portion it is.
south side of the canyon.
The south side of the canyon,
Yeah.
bigger, behind the ski jump, so
Mhm.
it'd be nice if any of you guys try to follow around it just to see.
Just to see what it is?
Design,
Okay,
yeah.
okay.
The leaves make it a little more challenging, but we've tried to put in a lot of, it's just orange flagging hanging from head high
Yeah.
branches mostly, so it's
Okay,
fairly straightforward.
all right, cool.
If you could get any input before we contact Land Trust.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, without any other business, no public comment. Next meeting, July 2nd, tentatively, if there isn't anything on the agenda?
I'm away that week.
You're away that week?
Yeah, 4th of July week.
Yep.
So,
I'll be here, but
Yeah, I know it's summertime, see if we can maybe skip a month.
maybe.
Well, we can, well, why don't we just schedule it and then we decide when we get closer to the
Closer.
date, so in
Okay.
case something important comes up.
Okay. Got it open. Unless other,
Any border security issues.
yes. Unless other, that, and thank you all for, just a side note, again, the spring cleanup was amazing.
That's
It
great.
went really well, and I always speak very highly of this board, how we all chip in and take a piece, and really appreciate it. I know we're gonna miss Kevin.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, so we should be thinking about if you guys know anybody
Anybody new?
who's good replacement for Kevin. Somebody we can convince.
so I should do the bike race during the trail work day and take his place. Just the bike rider.
Well, I mean, yeah, exactly, yeah. I wasn't hanging out next to the road throwing, ready to throw sticks into the spokes or anything.
Okay.
Just kidding.
All right, well, if there isn't anything else, I'll take the,
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
I'll second it.
okay.
Okay.
All those in favor of adjourning, signify by saying aye. Aye. All right, meeting adjourned at 6:45.